Hi guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to browse around the channel and see if you like what you see. Please consider subscribing. We are a homeschooling family of 3 and our channel is basically focused on educating our children, family time, and lots of other goodies. So make sure you browse around and hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Today I am joining in a collaboration of our Christmas morning time basket. So as homeschoolers, a lot of us do morning time baskets before we start our homeschool day, and we all have different things in here. So there is a playlist in the description below. This is in collaboration with Heidi from Boy Boss Mama and Jessica from the Waldock Way.
I love those J-I-N-G-L-E bells. Oh, those holiday J-I-N-G-L-E.
So we have children ages 3, tomorrow she'll be 3, 7, and 11. Okay, and so in our morning basket time, first we start with the Jesus Storybook Bible. Now I know this seems a little like it might be a little young for my 11-year-old, but actually guys, I love this Bible. It tells the story of the Bible, and it's actually my toddler's, but it tells the story of the Bible in such a beautiful way. And so we from here are going to start reading obviously the story of Jesus's birth and life, how he's the light of the whole world. So we'll read some of this, and then since the stories, there's only a couple of stories in here that won't last the whole month, we'll also go into the Bible itself and read the chapters in detail, because it tells you what story, what book of the Bible and what chapters to read. So we'll probably read the story that first day, and then read it, the real Bible version, the next few days. Next thing we have in our basket, I keep in here always, is our story starters. Story starters, this is for ages 7 and up. This is great for writing and discussion, like it says here. It helps your children to mentally be able to tell a story by your example. What we do is we go around the table and try to keep the story going. So this month we'll be trying to do Christmas themed stories. It will go along with one of the other things in here that we have that will be based on specific character traits that we're working on. Excuse any noise that you hear. My kids are upstairs going wild because they're getting a little break so I can make this video. So the story starters start out like this. It has a beginning and then you just continue it. So what I'm trying to teach them this month is how to be descriptive in their stories and how to use sensory language and all of that. So we will use this verbally to do that. The next thing I'll have in here are books from the library related to Christmas and different types of traditions around Christmas time. So my son was interested in what Hanukkah was, so we have 2 library books in here this week about what Hanukkah is. Next week it might be Christmas in Italy or something of that sort, a different library book on Christmas. Then we have this Chicken Soup for the Soul, the Christmas book of virtues, and it has inspirational stories inside of here, and they're each based on a theme. So you have joy, you have simplicity, you have love, kindness, gratitude, faith, and wonder. So what we'll do is we'll read a story each week based on one of the characteristics, one of the traits, and then at the end it has something to think about or little projects. And if we don't like their projects or if they're too mature for the kids, we'll make our own based on whatever it is. So for joy, at the end of reading the joy for the week, we'll do something to spread joy. Then we have this history stories for children. We did this for Thanksgiving, where we focused on this Thanksgiving stories, and so this is also Bible based, but this month we'll start on from the Bible part, where it talks about the first Christmas, the King's Christmas, 3 Christmas gifts. I also have a little busy bag in here that was actually made for me from one of the other homeschooling moms in our homeschooling group, and I'm gonna give this to my youngest toddler while we're reading the other books that doesn't pique her interest. Then I created 3 file folder games for math. So this one is for my almost 3-year-old. I cannot believe she's about to be 3 tomorrow. I created these things. You can get them soon when I post them on Teachers Pay Teachers. This is supposed to hold the pom-poms, but I didn't realize that it's not really going to hold the pom-poms, and these are some of the pom-poms that we were talking about. So what she's learning how to recognize her numbers, and so I made Christmas wreaths with the numbers inside. So as she lays this down, she's just gonna figure out what number it is and put the amount of pom-poms on it. That way she can start recognizing her numbers. There's other activities we do during her preschool time. If you're interested, look in the card above, and you can see some of the activities that we do for preschool for my 2 and 3-year-old, who's the same person. I don't have a 2 and 3-year-old. I just have a 2-year-old who's turning 3. Okay, and then in this folder, this is for my oldest to just practice her work on her memory 8 and 9 multiplication facts that she's having a little trouble memorizing. So in this pocket here, I'm holding it because I glued it upside down, are the answers. And you will also find this on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it's how fast you can find the answer. So the 8 multiplication tables are here, and they're out of order because I don't want them to just say, 8, 16 and start just reciting the multiplication tables. They actually have to think about what the answer is. And here's the 9 times tables for her. And then I created a similar one for my son for 2s and 3s multiplication facts. He's 7 and he's learning his 2 and 3 multiplication facts. And so you have the same idea here, but for 2 and 3 times tables. And then we have Nature for the Very Young, a handbook, indoor and outdoor activities that will be focusing on nature study. And we also have this from the library, which I have to buy because I really like it. It's Favorite Poems, Old and New. It goes with our other nature study book, which is not in here right now. It's actually the Charlotte Mason's nature guide, if you guys are familiar with that. So that is our morning basket for December. If you're interested in what we're doing in the month of December for school, this is a different month for us this year. I'm gonna make a video about that shortly. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe if you like what you see, and I have lots of exciting ideas and videos coming up. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So I'm getting text messages. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. My kids are having so much fun. And I'll see you next time.